So we created these two poles because we have height at the back of our pool. And the one on the left is for that height, and the one on the right is for the flat side of the pool. My husband basically took some PVC pipe, cut it down to size. It was still wobbling inside of the volleyball pole holders. And so he found some O-rings and basically put them around the PVC pipe. And then that allowed the poles to stand up on their own without wobbling inside of the hole. He's basically installing those O-rings so that he can go around to the other side and put that inside of the pole. And once he puts it in, you'll kind of see how the hole sits and why we had to make custom volleyball net holders, because we weren't going to find it on the market. So using a PVC pipe, he basically used the PVC cement, secured them together, and then we basically worked to get the net. The net was about 18 and a half feet. Our pool is about 10 feet wide. So our original intent was to basically go through and double the net. And so he went on the other side, and basically we were going to secure it, and then I threw it over. So he's going through and actually attaching the net to the eyelets. The PVC pipe, I believe, is 1.5. He's got O-rings around them. And then what he did was he bored or drilled holes through the pipe so that he could attach eyelets with a nut bolt. And then he spray painted both of them. Primed it first because it is plastic, and then a second coat. So what I'm doing is basically bringing the net around, and then I'm passing him the net because we're trying to basically double that net around the pole since the net is so much longer than the width of our pool. What we found was that basically it wasn't going to work that way because it kept drooping. And because the net, we basically took a badminton net because we only wanted something that was 18 inches high. And so the badminton net would not cooperate with us. And so after multiple tries, we basically decided not to double it around the net, but instead to just simply roll it up on one side. And you'll see the result of that in a second. So what you see me doing is basically rolling it up on my side and being careful to ensure that both the top and the bottom wrap around the eyelet with each roll. We had already tried it without doing that, and it didn't work, and so we had to unroll it and redo it again. And so now as it's finishing or getting closer to the point of being taut in the middle, I am going through and just ensuring that I can secure it to the pole and install it. And so to install the net to the eyelets, we just used some of those little bitty brackets. You know how you'll do index cards and you'll tie those index cards together with just a little bracket ring that opens and closes on its own? That's what we used to do that. And pretty much that was it. Because of the O-rings, it stood and it was installed and made it work. And you just see me making some final adjustments so that we can utilize it.